Hey YouTube, it's New Life for Jen or or C&J 1977. But I see that YouTube has done something woohoo new. So I think now when I post a comment to somebody, it says New Life for Jen instead of C&J 1977. So I don't know what they did or what they changed. So if you see me now, I might come up as New Life for Jen instead of C&J 1977. I'm coming to you today from my bed. Not feeling too hot this afternoon, but I just got on and I was watching, I haven't been on Facebook and YouTube just because I've been so busy preparing for stuff, but I just watched Trenda's video about the fill, and I want to do, it breaks my heart that people have doctors like this, and Trenda, here's my little 2 cents. Your description of what you're going through, to me, is a red flag for a fill. If you're eating a solid protein and then an hour later you're physically hungry, it's time for a fill. And for you to feel that you're going to be judged or whatever because of either having that fill or maybe possibly needing an unfill, to me is just sad. And I feel for you guys, because you're not the only one. I have heard many others on here state how craptastic their lap band doctors are, and I feel sorry for you guys. And I just wanted to put my little thing in with this that I was a Mexico patient, so it was on me to find aftercare. I could have opted to keep going to Tijuana for my fills. They would have been, I don't know if it would have been any money or if it was just I had to get there. I didn't even look into that because I knew I wasn't going to be flying to San Diego all the time in the beginning stages to get fills or unfills. So I found a doctor. Now, I'm not going to say he's in my area. He is 4.5 hours away. I am up by Lake Erie in Ohio, and he is down by Cincinnati by the border of Kentucky. So it's like a 4.5 hour drive to see this man. And I'm going to tell you why I chose this doctor. After I found out the whole procedure on how Mexico would work, I knew that finding a proactive fill doctor was my goal. Not just aftercare, not just somebody to say, oh, everything looks good, you look good, you've healed well, here's a fill, go have a nice day. I wanted somebody that was proactively going to tune into my fills and unfills if necessary and not be an ass about it. And that's just the straight up truth. Now, with me being a patient of a different surgeon, I had to pay $1,000 transfer fee. Okay, and let me tell you, I would have paid this man the same amount I would have paid my Mexico lap band doctor for installing the lap band because he is that amazing. 6 weeks post-op lap band, I was at full restriction. Perfect restriction at 6 weeks. Carried that restriction through for almost 6 months, and then by my own back not being in the right order, I had to have an unfill. Then I had a fill. Never has he ever judged my question of a fill or an unfill. And, in the first 6 weeks, I had 3 fills, and I was losing mad weight in those 3 weeks, or in those first three fills, I was losing. When you're a new patient and you're getting your fills, you lose. And at no point did he say to me, oh, you can't get a fill, you lost 10 pounds this month. No. He knew by what I would tell him, and he took me at face value. He knew I was a new patient, how badly I wanted the surgery, that I took the measure of going out of the country to get it. He knew that I was serious, and he knew when I was telling him I am not in my green zone or whatever you want to call it, that I was still hungry between meals. I wasn't snacking at that time, and I wasn't staying full for they say 4 to 6 hours, but, at 4 hours, that to me is almost the point where if you're eating every 4 hours, if you're not snacking, that should be normal. So, but if you're hungry before that 4 hour mark and you're eating your solid protein and you're following the rules, 80, 90, whatever percent you want to say. I mean, you know when you're on the rules for more than a day or two, you know that if you're still hungry, it's not because, it's a slider, whatever, it's because you need a fill. And from what you said today, it so sounds like you need a fill. And I just wanted to say that it's too bad that you have to put up with that in a doctor. But I have told others too, maybe not settle with that doctor. Look outside the box. Maybe you can find another doctor, even if it's a 2-hour drive. That relationship with your doctor, to me, was the key to my success. Having that awesome relationship and being able, not just because of the fills and unfills, just to call and be like, hey, this is going on. Can you give me advice? And they would do that for me. And that was free of charge, I didn't hire this man or pay this man to install a lap band. All I gave him was $1,000. And I did have to pay $100 for every fill. Luckily, I was very thankful that somebody that I knew, Angie from Indiana, had her surgery with him, so they gave me 6 months free, fills and unfills. So, unfortunately, I have to go for an unfill tomorrow for my 360 body lift, which I'm scared to death to have an unfill again. But I'm going to be unfilled tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be all the way. I don't know if it's going to be half. I don't know what he's going to want to do. But that relationship with him or her, that is the key to, I believe, weight loss success with the lap band. Bypass and sleeve, I don't know if it's that important, but with us lap banders, I mean, like you said, you've been doing this for a long time. You know the rules. And he should know by now that you know the rules. And what is it going to hurt him to give you a fill? And then if you go in a week later, he has to unfill a little bit. I mean, obviously he's getting paid somehow. It's not like you're coming in there for free. And even if you were coming in there for free, to me, that's his job. I mean, if anybody should know better than anybody else, it's a lap band doctor on how finicky our bands can be. And how 1 minute a restriction level can be something, and then the next week it could be something different. So, I just wanted to say that I would say get a fill. And screw if you have to go back in there a week later and get an unfill. But don't let him make you feel ashamed or guilty for wanting a fill, or, 5 pounds a month. Yeah, I understand if you're that far out that is good at, that stage in the game. But I don't know. I just feel bad for you guys because you're not the first one I've heard this from. I know people that are over 2 years out and still aren't at a proper fill level, and that to me is just insanity. Everyone got this tool for a reason, and with lap band, you have to work with it. You have to work and get a fill level up to a restriction point that will help you work your tool. So I say get that fill. I say have this tool help you do some of this work, because like you said, you're strong now, and hopefully with that fill, it will make you even stronger, and all that hard work you're putting in with your exercise, and then with a proper fill level, will start to pay off better dividends for you. But I just wanted to say that get your fill and don't worry about what the heck he says. And you know what? If it's possible to even maybe find another surgeon to help you with post-care, maybe do that, because that would drive me insane to have somebody like that in my corner. They're supposed to be your advocate to help you. As a weight loss surgery patient, that's all we've dealt with is criticism from others our whole lives. The last thing we need is the doctor that was supposed to install the tool to help us change our lives criticize you. So, all my love to you. I hope you go for your fill tomorrow and it helps you out, and that you won't even need an unfill. So, many hugs, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.